Hello and welcome to Kitterk Builds. We're going to be checking out some more Factorio today and hopefully not only wrapping up our time here on Fulgora, but getting to the next planet as well. I've had the opportunity to do a bit of playing off camera here. I've been sick over the last week and a half, so I haven't had a lot of time to stream. And then with the Farming Simulator 25 release, we've been busy over there on the Kitterk Farms channel as well. But we'll kind of catch up here on a couple of things that I've done off camera, and we'll work on getting Fulgora streamlined, optimized, and move on to some other planets today, hopefully. First off, we are bottlenecked. We got way too much steel coming into the system right now, it feels like. So I went ahead and set up all these recyclers to hopefully pare down the amount of steel that we have. And we're trying to turn some of this into better quality stuff. I haven't played with quality a lot, but we're going to start playing around with it. And in order to do that, we've set up some of these manufacturers. We created a bunch of basic quality items, and now I'm recycling those and trying to turn them into more advanced versions of the quality. So I do have all the way up to quality at level 3 going, and we're starting to bring out tier 2 quality level 3 items. So of course the first thing that we upgraded was the quality 3 setup here, but we're gonna have to work on, I think this one is where I'm gonna put, oh, I've already got some in there. What's the difference here? 3.2 and 3.2. So a quality, rare quality module 2 is the same as a uncommon quality module 3. Good to know. Well, in that case, I'm going to just stick these back in there, and we're going to let this all go. Now, the big bottleneck we've had is this science. We need a lot more of it. 2, 4, 6, 8. We're almost to 1,000, and we're sending that up in our ships. And the Valkyrie here is our science ship, and it is set up to automatically go back and forth as soon as it gets to 2,000 science. Which is going to be a while. We're almost to 1,000 science. And then the Flying Dutchman is our personal transport ship, so it only moves if there's a passenger present. And as soon as I get on this ship, it's going to shoot me over to the other planet. So we are going to just keep that in orbit here for ourselves. Looks like the rocket's getting ready to launch. Get all of the science up there. That's great. So in order to keep our science going, we've had to refactor our recycling a little bit. We've now recycled all the scrap on our main island here. And what we're doing is going back to these smaller islands that we started out near at the beginning. And I'm setting up the mining to get scrap off of those islands and bring it back here. And so we've already started working on this. I've got a nice big double recycling setup, and you can see as things get backed up here, then we end up with the recyclers that can't dump anything out. We get a huge backlog of stuff, and then it dumps it all out at once. So this isn't running the most efficiently, but I do have a train now set up to go back and forth, and it's a small train. We've only got 2 cars. And part of that is because there's just not enough room on these islands to have more than that. So let's follow this through. We'll check out, I guess, the bigger island first here. And as you can see here, we've got mining on all of the nodes here, or all of the scrap here. And I'm just kind of filtering it over into a bunch of chests. So we've got plenty of scrap. We're mining it way faster than we need. And I've got a little bit of a power setup over here. If we look at this over the course of the last hour, you can see we've got plenty of charge to keep all of this going. So I haven't needed to put down any more accumulators. And if we just zip on across our oil ocean here to this smaller island, you can see we've got a lot less room. and these are all full now as well. So we haven't had any power issues here. We were running low on power initially, and so I've kind of filled in all the spaces that I could with power accumulators. And now we're doing great on collecting all the scrap at this location, and I just have the train go back and forth. So much like our main base areas, it'll come here, bring it back to the depot, and then it'll go down to the other one, bring it back to the depot. And that was because early on especially, we were having a hard time getting enough scrap into these chests for it to run to the same station over and over. And that's also why, because I don't have enough room to put out a proper balancer to feed into these lines, I've used fast inserters instead of the bulk inserters, so that some of the scrap can actually get through and into the bottom chests, which has helped out immensely. So with that, I think actually we're pretty well done with kind of automating and getting this place set up to run more efficiently. What I want to do is just get a little bit more of this science being created, because if we look up here at our research, just about everything that we have unlocked right now requires this new research type that we're making here. At least these three do. I suppose follower robot count and laser weapons damage are all more basic, as are the mining productivity and steel productivity researches. But we don't really have a need to do a lot of these other sciences. I mean, they're infinite, right? We've already done laser weapons damage 12 times. You know, we can do it forever. But what I want to do is get into some of the other planets and unlock more of these technologies that we don't have right now. And I think the plan is going to be to set up to go to Volcanus next. And all I want to do is, before we leave, see if we can get these producing a little bit faster, because at 0.18 per second, it takes quite a while to get to 1,000 science made here. And what we're doing, if we go back to, well, I don't even need to go back. You can see we've got the capacity to run at 70 science per minute total. And so what I need to do is try and get this, maybe not up to a full 70, but definitely better than where we're at right now. So if I pop open my calculator here real quick, at 0.18 per second, I've got two of these going, and that means we've got 21.6 per minute being made of the science here. I would love to double that up into the 40s is kind of what I'm thinking. So what I'd like to do is figure out a way to lay this out a little bit better, so that we can craft with these buildings. These two buildings are needed to come into this? No, just the supercapacitors, which are using the superconductors. All right, that's actually quite easy. And I'm making enough superconductors to almost let me do two of these buildings. So if I just shifted this over one, I could pull these superconductors into two separate electromagnetic plants. And then I could have two more sets of these guys running, which would allow me to do quite a bit. And then we might have to figure out, you know, if I've got enough of these fluids and stuff, but we can handle the fluids off to the side. This is in a really inconvenient spot for me right now, though. So let me think about this. 0.3, and these are making them at 0.1. Oh, I could actually do one more of these without having to monkey with anything. So let me shift that around. Oops, not what I wanted. And let me make this pull in from the long belt. And we'll do this. I'm just trying to think of the best way to get this fluid over here. This is not the best way, but it's a way. And then I can pull these off of there. And I've got so many of these accumulators being made that it doesn't really bother me to copy this setup to over here, because what we might do is just beef up the production over here and send some more of these down the line, and then I can just add these in a line and get more and more going. I think that's kind of where my head is at. I know I'm not using complete sentences with words, but it'll make sense in a second here. So I'm filling all of these materials in, and now I have enough space to put one more of these electromagnetic plants down. And then if I do all of this, all I would really need to do is get this guy up to making 25% more. So in order to make 25% more, I think I can put one of those in, and he'll get up to, it's 30% more. Gets me to 0.38 per second. I think the mix between speed and productivity is what's confusing my math here. That's okay. We're gonna just run with it though. Oops, that's in the wrong spot. All right, and we'll do something similar here, except I'm gonna have this come all the way up. I should have done the same thing with this one. Like that. Where's my mouse? And then we bring this over to there. Okay. Wow, we've got quite a bit of this holmium solution stacked up. It's the electrolyte that we're gonna need more of, but I'll do the math on that here shortly. Let's first get all of the pipes hooked up. And because these materials are so hard to make, we have been using the production modules on making the science. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing that. I think I need 3 more of these. 1, 2, yeah, 3 more of them for this one. And then that's gonna let me see what we need here. So I've got 4 now, so I need 0.4 production out of this, which we're not quite there. So let me put 1 more speed module in there. That's more than I need. Can I tone that down a little bit? These are 20%, 30%. If I do that, that's closer, 0.41. So I want to be as close as I can get to having the right mixtures here. And then we've got plenty of these rods being made. I just need to do the math on our whatever this fluid is, electrolyte. So I've got 2.5, so this is going to end up being 510 plus 2.79. So I need to get to about 13, and I'm at 7.79 right now. So let's go ahead and boost that up. That looks pretty good. Power might be a consideration here at some point, but at least for the time being, I think we're doing pretty good here. I'm going to use 8.8 of that fluid, and then 5, 10. So I'm using about 18, and I'm making 8, 16. Yeah, we're making way more of this than I need to right now. Is that true? No, I'm using 30 down here. So 8, 16, almost 30 there. 8, 16, and some change. Probably getting close to 20. That's 10. 18. Yeah, we're good. I think that's exactly what we need, actually. So I should be good to go. And we're doubling up our science production capabilities now. Just need to put the rest of these in here to match up with our input problems, and we're good to go. All right. So we are now cranking out a little over 40 science a minute for the space, not the space science. What is this stuff called? The electromagnetic science. That makes total sense. And we're just going to let this quality stuff grind itself out over time. Our recycling factory, we could expand this, but we can't. We're having so much problems keeping up with the outputs right now that I really don't see us being able to handle any more input. What am I using all this water for? I thought we were burning that off to do something over here. We are. We just don't consume enough water to do much of anything. We've got these steam engines, which are all kind of capped out at the moment. I suppose we could start recycling the water, because there's no way we're going to use it fast enough. Let's take a look here. We're making it at, oh my goodness, let me look it down at the 10-minute mark, 1.6K, and we're consuming it. We could get rid of about half of our water. All right. Recycling it is. We're going to do the same thing that I do with like our fuel and stuff, I think, where I just stick a recycler right in front of it. So let's copy and paste this, and then we'll put another provider chest right there. And over here with the rocks, we found this really helpful. I have a circuit that reads out, and we only recycle if this chest has more than a certain amount in it. I think we're gonna do the same thing here. And so this is going to only work if there is ice, and there is more than, let's say, 500 is a good number of ice to keep around. Should be all set. All right. Well, that should help greatly. Wow, that processes ice really fast. And then if we ever get full on the output side here, I can just come in like I do with the stones sometimes, and we toss it back in and have it burn down some of our excess for us again. So that's been working pretty well so far, and just keeping an eye on all of this. Stones and iron ore is going to start backing up on us eventually. We'll have to sort through that, but for now, we're doing good. Let's check out our power situation. We're bottoming out on power now, unfortunately, and that is solely because we have increased our power consumption so much with those new speed modules. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to copy a block of these, and we're going to get as many set up here as I can in some of these voids. We're not being super picky about how we manage this, just because I can fly over everything now. The mech suit was such a huge improvement for us. And we should be making tons of these accumulators, so we don't even have to worry about it. We've got those actually all sped up at the moment. And we'll see. That should give us a decent jump in our power capacity. I can always cover this entire area out here with them as well if I need to. In fact, maybe we will just paste a few more out here while I'm thinking about it. That's gonna go right here. Trying to figure out how these would line up. And there. All that should be covered, yep, by our little protective spaces. All right, we're good. We should not have any power issues anymore with that much capacity getting added to the grid. We'll hydrate here, and I just want to double check on our science, make sure that these buildings are all running appropriately. We've got capacities coming in, and I'm making I need 0.4 accumulators per second down here. I just want to double check. I can't remember how fast I'm making them. Oh, we're only making them at 0.27. Why am I making these here? Oh, it's the batteries. Excuse me. Let me think about this then. What would happen? And then this is requesting the iron plates. I would like to do this somewhere else. Where our power grid is actually still struggling. We need to move this. I hate having to fly stuff around so much, but that's okay. Let me copy this building. We're just going to build a setup over here. Oh, excuse me. We've got a terrible tickle in the throat today. 3. And then I'm going to put down a requester chest. Oh, that's not 3. Move you over 1. Put down a requester chest in the middle here. And this is going to be making accumulators. This is going to make accumulators. This is going to request both batteries as well as iron plates, and then we will be outputting to another chest right here. Alright, now I was thinking about having a third one, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work with the way I'm setting this up right now. So these are going, and they're at 0.12. I need to get these over 0.2, because I'd like to not have this sitting down here anymore. So let me actually pull this out. These can all go away. And I'm going to put 2 in there and 2 in there. Let's see how that does. 0.2 apiece. Perfect. That gets me to the 0.4 that I need to keep our other manufacturing going. However, we need a little bit more. So I'm going to toss a couple of these Mark 1 speed enhancers in here as well. That gets me to 0.25 on each side, which gives me the excess I need to grow the power grid over time. I think we're going to be good to go. And I just want to make sure that we're going to be able to build this last row over here. I think it should be fine. And we just added a whole bunch that I had in my inventory, apparently. Good to go. All right. I think we've got this all sorted out. We just need to let the system run for a while. And if we hop upstairs and take a look, Valkyrie's got 1,000 electromagnetic science packs. So now all I need to do is wait for the second 1,000. We're already at almost 700, so that's not going to take very long at all. Feeling good. What else? Is there anything else we need to do here on this planet before we leave? I don't think there is. I just want to double check that we're processing all of our backed up materials. What am I backed up on here? We are backed up on fuel. Let's double check and see why that is. I would expect, actually, that we're making and using more rocket fuel than we had in the past, because I'm using that to power the train. I'm just gonna double check here that we can expand, yeah, how much we're storing here to what? I don't even know. 200 is gonna be one set of stacks. That'll at least help us get our production moving again. All right. And then what else can I do to make my fuel flow faster here? I'm not using it for anything past this point. Well, that should help. Well, ideally, I guess I could get some more steam turbines going if we had the room. We are recycling a fair amount of the solid fuel. Maybe what I can do is beef this up some. I'm gonna just try to put some more in here. That'll at least let that start pulling off of the belt, and this should all work itself out eventually here, hopefully. We'll steal a little bit in our inventory, and I think we're good to go. Yeah, we're just getting huge runs of specific materials all at once, and our system is designed to take them a bit slower. I think we've solved the immediate problem, though. We do need more power, so maybe what I'll do is figure out how to expand this steam power over here. I've got a drone hub here that I've been kind of hesitant to move so far. I'm going to take down one of these old towers and put a better tower up, which means I can probably get rid of all of these old towers. Just want to double check my coverage. We don't need to have any giant holes in our electrical protection. There we go. And I think this drone hub is gonna get copied and pasted somewhere else. It's gonna mess with my logistics coverage, but I don't think it's a huge deal if I have a hole in logistics coverage in the middle of our farm up here. So let me pull that down, and then we'll just copy and paste some more of this stuff. Oops, not what I want to do at all. I want to copy and paste this stuff. Why is this so painful? Pipes. Paste. Do that. And then I need to copy and paste this so I can do that. Now we're using a little bit more fuel. We'll put one of these down up in the corner. Good deal. Every little bit helps. We've got the space. I could put a much larger setup over on this other island here, but then I'd have to figure out how to run all the logistics over there. So I think we're going to be about done monkeying around with this smaller stuff. Yeah, we've got science flowing. I think we're in a good spot. So let me turn off personal logistics. We'll dump all of our stuff off in the chest. And I think we're going to head back to Novice to do a couple of small things. And then we will get on the ship to the next planet, I think is the plan. So I'm going to take the Flying Dutchman, which has turned into my personal coach, back over to our home planet. And we'll let the Valkyrie hang out here and wait for the rest of its science, which should not take that long now. It's almost up to 1,000, and it will send itself back. Woo, we're flying. All right. At some point I need to work on upgrading our design here a little bit, but so far it's been working, so I can't complain. This is our Fulgora, our Flying Dutchman ship. All right, we are what? We're on pause. Okay, well, let's fly to Novice. Here we go. This has worked pretty flawlessly the last couple of times we've done it, so I don't think I have anything to be concerned about. I have upgraded some of the solar panels here with higher quality versions, so I was kind of curious to see if our power grid holds up a little bit better as we're flying back. Waiting for the rest of these furnaces to get turned on. I don't think we're really pushing up against it yet. We've got a total capacity of 4 something here, I think. Looks like it goes up the closer to Novice we get. I think the solar power is a little bit better over there. And we still haven't even gotten the last 2 electric furnaces running with this. This can take 5 seconds. Yeah. We've got plenty of capacity, we just don't have a need for it, which is great. Our ship is still working just as well as I'd like it to. And we're stopped at Novice. I'm going to go ahead and make sure we're paused here so it doesn't accidentally take off on me if I take too long to get out of the ship and such. We're going to refuel. I'm going to drop down to the planet, and we're going to figure out what base updates we need to do down here real quick before we head to, I think we're going to go to Volcanus. But before we go there, I need to clean out a little bit of the biter nests around the base. We've been getting attacked. I had to add a whole bunch of turrets, and I need to check in on our science, because science has ground to a halt. We're at 0 science production. Oh, because we're waiting on the science from, what do you call it? The electromagnetic science. So let me just toss a mining productivity in front of this one real quick. That will buy me enough time to get our other sciences here. Looks good. And let's take a look. Anything else down here necessary to take care of? We've upgraded most of our chip production to use these electromagnetic plants. They seem to be working quite a bit better, more efficient. Everything else is apparently good to go. I'm a little bit worried about our oil plant down here holding out. So we're going to come down and... Oh, I needed to turn on my personal logistics. Actually, before we do personal logistics, let me go pick up the stuff out of the chests, because otherwise my temporary storage chest by the rocket gets full of all kinds of stuff, and we end up pulling out of other chests instead of these chests. We want to keep our world inventory somewhat clean. Get all of that, get all of this. There we go. Okay, now I can turn on personal logistics. Get everything we're missing here. Oh, and it looks like our science came back. The Valkyrie is back from Fulgora with our electromagnetic science. It's all getting lined up here. I could probably switch back over to worker robot speed. I'm gonna put that back in the lead. I'd like to get that done ahead of mining efficiency, I believe. I'll let this last batch here of stuff come back. Getting some random calls here. Let that go to voicemail. Apologies, folks. Sometimes calls come through that you can't actually send to voicemail, and that one was rather important. So I am back, and what we were doing, I was distracted here. We put in all these turrets, but I am worried that this is going to get overrun soon. So I am going to beef up our defenses at least a little bit here, just by spamming as many turrets behind the wall as I can fit in here. And we will then set up some substations to cover all of the power. I think if I can get rid of this, and we'll put one down in this corner as well. And of course I'm now out of substations. I really got to get a few more of those built, but we'll put that down here. You're good to go. All right. That looks great. I'm going to just run over here. Our mech armor does give us some more protections. Not quite as good as the tank, but I can run in and out of some of these smaller ones just to give us some breathing room. I have invested heavily in cutting down how much production we create, or production pollution we're creating, but we are still creating quite a few bugs per minute here. Not much we can do about that with a factory getting as big as ours. So sometimes it just pays to spend a few minutes to clean out a few of the bug nests right next to the base. Gives us some breathing room while we go off planet. And I believe moving on to Volcanus as our next destination is going to give me access to artillery shells, which is what I'm looking for, or artillery in general. And I can just align the base with some artillery to take out some of these nests within range, and that should give me a lot of relief on the constant attacks that we seem to suffer at the base. It just the attacks get bigger and harder every round. The bugs are leveling up, and it's a constant battle with the bugs to stay ahead of stuff. All right, well, with that cleared out, let's run back up here to the base. And I think we're probably ready to just rocket ourselves over to Fulgora. I don't even know what we need to bring or not Fulgora, to Volcanus. I don't even know what we need to bring to get started off there. Maybe I'll upload a handful of buildings and stuff. Can we look at the tips and tricks? Let me look at the Volcanus briefing here. And it says that is a hot planet without water. You can't find crude oil or uranium ore, but it contains several new resources: sulfuric acid, calcite, and tungsten. Fluid lava is an infinite resource of minerals as a substitute for patches of stone, iron ore, and copper ore. Those can be found in raw form only in entity Big Rock. Solar panel is much more effective. The environment is inhospitable. Okay, so solar panels, and I can do elevated rails over lava. So let's get some solar panels uploaded. Let me get some power poles and stuff made, and we'll go from there. What kind of solar panels do I have? Maybe we should have brought some more of the upgraded ones with us. We've been slapping these in. I will bring 50 upgraded solar panels with us, and I'm going to take 33 of these, and we're just going to continue to do the upgrades to our power grid. This first grid, I'm trying to upgrade all the solar panels to Mark II over time here, as kind of a test to see if we can stay ahead of our ever-growing power demands. Oh, I'm using up some of these Mark IIs. SK, how you doing, man? All right. Well, now I've got less than 50 of these. That's okay. Well, let's see how many fit on a rocket. Rocket capacity is 50. Of course it is. What I'm going to do is bring up some of the Mark IIIs for the ship itself. And I'm going to grab some of the normal ones here. And we're just going to get the inventory back. How many did I need? I need one more. All right. Now I've got 50. If I can't start off a new base with 50 solar panels, we've got problems. Let's go. All right, time to send some stuff up in a rocket. We'll use the manual rocket for now because I don't actually know what I'm trying to do. I'm going to deliver this to... We're going to leave Valkyrie on science duty. So Flying Dutchman's going to be our rocket of choice here to go to Volcanus. Our goal for today is to get to a new planet. So we have been down here in Fulgora. I think we've got that well on the way to automation. Now we're going to head into this inner planet of Vulcanus, which is a hot volcanic planet. And that's going to unlock all kinds of new resources, but I'm a little bit nervous about starting off. I forget what we needed to bring last time around to get off on a fresh start on a planet. So we're going to have to bring some resources up with us. I'm trying to think ahead, get power lines and different things going. I think that's a good start. We're going to need some belts, so I should probably send up some belts and inserters and stuff as well. Let's go look at what's in our inventory up here already. Oh wow, we've got some fast inserters, bulk inserters. I just need some Mark III belts and stuff, I think. So if I can send up 100 belts. We're refueling. Can I? Oh, you know what? I think I already solved this problem. We come in here, don't I have a... Oh, that's a build rocket silo. I need a... what are we going to call this? New planet payload. And in here, I'm going to select blue belts, blue undergrounds, and express splitters. We're going to select our assembly machines. 50 seems like a lot. How many is a rocket capable of doing? 25? Let's do 25. And then what else do I need on a brand new planet? Not even sure. We're gonna need accumulators. We're gonna need all of the types of inserters. So let's just make sure we've got at least one stack of each kind of inserter. There we go. I'm gonna turn this on so it can start shipping stuff up to me. Not enough to fill one rocket. All right. This looks good. What we're gonna do is check on these. They're getting stuff transported to them right now. Rocket is not ready. Why is the rocket? Oh, it's launching. Okay, I was confused. Everything's golden. I like it. That way we're not waiting on just one rocket to get all of our stuff up to the planet for us. Or up to the station. We're back to mining proficiency up here. Let's queue up some more science. Scrap recycling productivity might actually be useful. I think I'll do physical projectile damage one more time. We're using this a lot on the spaceships. I don't know how much harder or easier it is going to be to get to Vulcanus. Everything is being requested. What would it take for me to build a few more of these? Nope. I want to wait. I'm getting them delivered to me. I don't want to build them manually. How many more of these yellow things do I actually need on the Flying Dutchman? I said I wanted 25, so I'm going to send 10 up manually. Maybe I'll send 15 up. Now, we were talking about molten lava, and so I think we're going to need some pipes and such. So let me add to our new planet thing. We're going to put... How many tanks in a rocket? We might as well just request a stack. And then I need pipes, and I need pipe to grounds. Don't know if I'm going to do rails just yet. I'm going to hold off on train stuff. But we might as well bring up some construction robots and some logistics robots. How big are these things? A rocket capacity is 10 roboports, so we'll bring up 10 roboports as well. Got all kinds of constructing to do. Wait for the bots to fill me up here while we're building those. All right, I've got 15 of these. What else did I need to bring up miscellaneous wise? Maybe some electric furnaces? I'm not sure. Maybe we'll bring up some big electric poles and some more of these type of poles. I'm going to just make a few more of each. Like to get to nice even sizes. Here, hang on. Bring everything back for a second. 10 of those. And then I'm gonna top it off with these big electric poles. There we go. That looks perfect. Flying Dutchman. Away we go. I'm excited to hit a new planet. I wonder if my power grid could handle me putting speed things in the rockets. At least for a short period of time, we could probably swing that. We're going for bulk inserters now, and we are all out of requests, or we just don't have enough. Storage tanks and pipe to grounds. Oh wait, where's my pipes? Somehow we didn't get pipes on the list, so we're gonna request pipes. And we will just craft up some of those by hand here as well real quick. Those in. I'm gonna need a bunch of pipe to grounds. All right, we're getting closer. We are getting closer here. You know, I dumped a bunch of pipes in here and they all disappeared on me. I don't know where my pipes went. Oh, are they getting brought back into my inventory because I request pipes? They are. Okay. My personal RoboPort gets the better of me more often than I'd care to admit. That's the accumulators going up. This one is not known to me yet. Alright, we're close. I need drones and RoboPorts. Oh, that's the other thing we should be crafting more of here. I need a bunch more of those. Do I have gears being brought to me? There's no gears in the inventory anymore. Alright. I feel like I'm going to turn off my personal logistics for a minute so that I can dump some of this stuff out of my inventory without it getting put right back in. I'm going to get all these pipes and gears picked up so that I can use them. And let's go toss this stuff into a storage bin, and they should load them up in the rockets now. So there's 200 of those. Those away, and I'm gonna need... How many more of those am I gonna need? That's 35. And then I'm gonna need 45, 50. Perfect. There's 45. Oh, we're building roboports. I'm like, why isn't it building? I've got the gears, I think, to do the last 3 roboports here as well. Alright. Got those done. And then I need 1, 2, 3 more roboports. And I need a bunch more of these. Wait for all that. Get that going. Alright, I think we're getting there. What else do I need? I've got drones being built. I've got the roboports ready to go. We've requested the pipes. I need a storage tanks. How many of those? 50? Seems excessive, but we'll load it up nonetheless. Storage tanks. Oh, wow. Very excessive. I'm going to be short on iron plates and steel, so let's get some steel. Let's get some iron plates. Let's send this stuff up. I'm gonna do that manually, maybe. Did I get my roboports sent up? I did. All right. Drones, it is. Where's my drone counts? I need 10. Let me turn this back on so I can get some chips instead of making them all. Do. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20. Oops. Waiting for materials. Lots of waiting when we try to stock up a huge setup like this. All right, what are we doing? 5, 10. There we go. Oops. Stop it. Logistics was off for a reason. Hopefully those two will get dragged in here for each of these. And then I just need to top off our storage tanks. All right, we can handle this. How many did I need? 30 more. That's 20. That's 10. Alright, once those are done, I think we're good to go. So many moving parts here. All this looks good. I'm gonna upgrade my solar panels while we're here waiting to these blue ones. This is going to keep my power grid in space going, so we don't run out of power when we're flying around. I don't know how many of these I'm going to need, so we're going to just do that. And I got to take this call. I apologize. Apologies, that was a continuation of a super important phone call. I have been trying my best to not take calls while I'm on stream, but sometimes it's unavoidable. However, that has given us enough delay to get all of the materials built that we need to send up to the space station, which means I need to dump all of my remaining goods out of the inventory so we can head to our new planet and find out what all we're actually missing here. I feel like we're probably missing something. I always forget to pack something when we do these little trips. But how bad can it be? We've got our super awesome mech armor suit now filled to the brim with all kinds of lasers and stuff. So hopefully, this won't be a big deal. Oh, and taking my headphones off here to use the phone has got them all wrinkled. Woo! I love riding the rocket up. It's worth it just to watch it every time. We can do so much management of the other planets remotely once you get your roboports set up correctly that, you know, honestly with Fulgora, we don't need to probably ever go back here if we don't want to. Maybe once we need to set up some more train stations, I should get radar dishes put out here, and that would help us start finding our next scrap piles too. But for now, we'll just live with this. And here I am. We've got all of our supplies. We are not going to be going to Fulgora, so I'm going to get rid of this. I wish there was a way for me to manually send this to a planet. Is there a way to do that? Can I just click here? No. Like, I wish I could just be like, hey, take me to this planet without having to set up a whole course. Well, Volcanus it is, and I wonder if I could have changed the destination without deleting all my other things. I can't. Okay. We are going to go... we're going to put in the circuit conditions here like I've done for the other one. Can I copy and paste these? I wish I could. Ooh, I can. No. What's going on here? That is not doing what I want it to do. Okay. Let's just find our material. It should be here somewhere. Why am I not seeing it? Oh, liquids. Haha. Thruster fuel needs to be greater than or equal to 15,000. And our circuit thruster oxidizer needs to be greater than equal to 15,000. And the passenger should be present. Like so. Alright. Looks good. Oh, can I can't drag. No, I was hoping I could drag that to a different one. It doesn't look like it. So let's go Volcanus. Hopefully, this works out. We've not been to this planet yet. It drives me nuts that my ship is offside, not symmetrical. It's a little bit more on the right-hand side than the left-hand side. We've really got to fix this thing up at some point. I love watching the thruster smoke here. We're halfway there. Feels like, excuse me, this feels like a longer trip than going to Fulgora for some reason, even though if we looked at the space map, this, well, maybe that is a shorter distance. And we should be just about there. It looks like we've done a great job of not taking any asteroid damage. Our ammo production is keeping up here. We are only using 2 smelters. And if I look at our power consumption here, we did pretty good. And wow, look at that. We're at 14.3 megawatts with these upgraded solar panels. I could definitely put some speed modules into our ammo production. That's cool. All right, well, let's do it. We're stopped at Volcanus. Let's drop down to Volcanus and see what happens. Woo! Travel to planet Volcanus. New tip, lava processing. Well, let's get landed first, and then we'll go look at our new tips. Alright, I'm gonna look at the map here. Nice, there's some lava up there. Everything is just like on fire and horrible looking. Alright, where's lava processing? Fluid lava can be pumped with our offshore pump, which we didn't bring any with, and processed in Entity Foundry into stone, molten iron, and molten copper. It is possible to remove waste items by moving them directly into a lava tile. Useful. So, what can we do here? There's some new buildings that we haven't unlocked just yet. Feel like I should have brought some pumps. Maybe I lucked out and we have some on here. Not so much. All right, well, let me... Oh, we didn't bring a... We didn't bring the build rocket silo items with us. We need this to get back up there. My bad. And then I need the materials to send her rocket up as well. We completely did not think about this, and now I'm trapped on Volcanus. All right. Well then, processing units, low-density structures, and rocket fuel are the 3 things that I need in addition to what we have. I'm going to go ahead and grab a stack of each of those now. Oh, and I've got the blue circuits there. What would it take to actually build one of those, though? The rocket silo actually requires 200, so I'm going to need some more than the 200. I'm going to need, let's call it 300. Okay. This stuff is necessary, and then on my new planet setup, I want offshore pumps. I don't need 20 of them, but we'll send 20 up. Since I can't get back up here, I'm gonna have to send this guy back. But he's got to get to 15k, so I guess let me do some looking around here. I've got a lot of expected resources. I should just reload the game. I could. I think it saves every time I send a spaceship somewhere. What is all this stuff? All right, here, you know what? Drone. Oh, I don't have any drones. Can I at least send my drones down? Let's do that. Drones, construction robots. We'll drop those off. All this stuff can go down, actually. A stack of that. Stacks of those, stacks of these, that stack. Okay. Alright, I can just control click. This is so much easier. Look at all the waste. All those poor rockets just being wasted. We need a landing zone for them eventually here, but right now this is giving me a lot of raw materials, so I can do something with all of this stuff, it looks like. Electric smelters would have been a nice thing to send. Let me... Oh my gosh. I can't believe we have forgotten how to play the early parts of the game here. Electric furnaces are a necessity for any new starting colony. Okay. Well, we can now make tungsten carbide and carbon on the surface. That's cool. What can we do to get an electric furnace? I need a steel, stone bricks. Oh my gosh, we're starting in the Stone Ages here with this. Oh, that has a fuel value. All right, let's make some stone furnaces real quick. We're gonna champ it out. We're not gonna cheat. This isn't gonna take that long. I can do this, and then I'm gonna put one card. Can I not put carbon in here? There we go. Might even be less prepared than the pilgrims were. That's pretty much yes. I've got all this space in the world. Let's put down. Well, I was gonna put down a solar panel recipe, but I don't have my blueprint book. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Hang on, let's get one of these put down first. Trying to think about how this would lay out. And then we will do one of these. And then I can put accumulators down in between, like so. Oh, it helps if we actually line them up, though. There we go. All right. Now I've got power. We've got iron plates coming off. Let me just do this, and we're going to get one of these going right on the other side for some steel real quick. And I need to actually put this in the right spot. There we go. Okay. What is tungsten ore gonna give me? Tungsten ore. What do I do with tungsten ore? That's not... Where's the... Nope. I don't remember the key to bring up the information. I don't use the in-game help system apparently frequently enough. Inventory, open items, GUI, no. Quick bar, no. Spidertron, not useful right now. Open Factoriopedia, Alt left click. All right, let's try this again. Alt left click. This is mined with these, and it's used in making tungsten carbide or tungsten plate, neither of which is useful to me right now. All right. Well, in that case, what is my power grid? I'm making, wow, 10 megawatts already. That should keep us going for a bit. I am trying my hardest to get to electric furnaces here real quick. What else do I need? I should just send a stack. All right, let's do that. The Flying Dutchman should be ready to head home already, 16K. So I'm going to send this back to Novice, and he will hopefully pick up our missing items here. My ammo's all restocked. Good. Well, we can send some more stuff over. That won't be too big of a deal, because we do not have enough fuel to do this the hard way. I'm gonna go ahead though and just clean this area out so we've got some room to build. We're gonna have more ores than I know what to do with. I already regret building these stone furnaces because they're just going to take up a slot in a chest somewhere. I guess I can always dump them in the lava eventually. Okay. And we're good there. I'm going to start making some steel though, just because we might need it. And let's go here. We're still flying, no problems. We've got all the power in the world now, which is great. All right, it's stopped. Let's jump down to Novice, and it looks like we're gonna be hopefully requesting these items. What do we need? Oh, it's gonna resend up all of this stuff. It's not really what I wanted. Well, it's too late now. We'll just let it go. Not enough to fill a rocket. I got 37 available in storage on planet and none of those. This is why we need to go with. I really don't want these to be getting sent up right now. I'm gonna add a section for, oops, we missed it. All right, we'll do that. That should keep me from wasting a bunch of time on sending rockets up for stuff we've already got. I'm going to need a few more of these electric furnaces if I can find some. Why is this this actually needs a speed module in it. Gosh, I thought I had one of these creating them for the network somewhere, and I can't seem to see it. Apparently not. Alright, well, let's see if I can figure out how to put some speed modules in this thing so that we're making some extras. And then I can put down a passive provider chest, and we'll suck things out of it. Alright, I think we're good. We've got furnaces being made, which is the main thing that we're requesting here now. And all of these are available. Got plenty of these. And now I'm making those. I need to make offshore pumps. Okay. Well, what does an offshore pump require to be built? Steel, engines, and pipes. I've got all of those things. Steels, engines, and pipes right here. Am I making excess engines and storing them anywhere right now? I thought I was. Yeah, right down here. Steel, engines, and pipes. So if I put one of these down, on this side? No. I've got a better idea. We'll put one down right here. And then I can continue these down a couple rows. And we'll grab one of these. I must not have any yellow buildings available. Let's put a blue one down. Hopefully the drones will build that for me. There we go. All right. Offshore pumps. Steel pipes. And I need engines. And we're gonna need some power, so let's go ahead and just slap one of those down. Get ourselves a provider chest. And like that, we should have everything we need for some offshore pumps. We don't need a ton of these, so I'm going to limit the production of this to a single stack at a time. Bada boom, we're good to go. And we're making engines at... Oh wow, this thing could make the stuff a lot faster. I just didn't want to have to do some crazy logistics, but I might be better off requesting engines than waiting for them to be built like this. Otherwise, this is going to take forever. Although I've already made 7, so maybe I don't care. That's sending up our concrete that we need. This is doing nothing because it's not an automatic rocket right now. Yes, we could make it an automatic rocket. All right. That'll speed this up drastically. In the meantime, we've got plenty of electric furnaces stacked up and a handful of offshore pumps. It says 4 available on planet, but I know for a fact that we've made more than that. What's going on? Offshore pumps. We've got 11 here. Is this outside of the logistics network? No. That's because these are pumps, not offshore pumps. Hang on. Offshore pump. Alright, well, I'm going to leave it here because I have all the materials I need to keep making it. Output full. Get rid of this stuff. Yeah, that stuff needs to go out of here. Good. All right, we're good to go. Well, we've sorted out that. It helps reading what we're actually trying to build from time to time. These guys are just going to go to town on bringing all of our materials up. I think we're good to go. I think we just need to wait impatiently for all of these materials to get filled up. I'm going to hit this on pause so that it's just sitting there while we're requesting everything. And we're going to come back over here and figure out what it is we're trying to build. I really want to get to our new buildings out here, which I think is going to require me to get some of this tungsten going. Tungsten carbide requires access to sulfuric acid. Where do I get sulfuric acid? Chemical plants and cryogenic plants. With lots of materials, so I don't have access to water here. Huh. What did they say about that in our briefing? Well... Not a lot. Let's head over here. Let's see what's this. This is a sulfuric acid geyser that we can mine with pump jacks. Okay. Well, that's another material that we need to bring back with us. Let's go ahead and request a stack of pump jacks. I've only got 4 available on planet though, so that's yet another thing I gotta go figure out how to build. Steel, gears, electric circuits, pipes. That sounds like another thing to toss in right down here. Build a building there, and we'll bring in materials. And this is going to be making pump jacks. I am also going to need electronic circuits, so let's put down a requesting chest for electronic circuits. And we will have that feed into there. And then I will have to put down a passive provider chest for the output. Get that going, and we might as well give it some power. Boom. Now we're making pump jacks. I'm going to limit this to 1 stack. I can't imagine needing more than that. I really need to get one of these auto assemblers going where whatever I tell it to build, the circuit requests the appropriate items and I can just slap it down any old place. I've seen a few of those blueprints floating around. I just haven't gotten a chance to play around with that myself. And a rocket can take 20, a full stack. All right, that seems good. So that's good to go then. Let's check in. Our rockets are going like crazy. In the process of refueling everything. We're still working on getting all of our concrete. We've got 900 of 1,000. So that last rocket is coming up with that. Looks like my offshore pumps already got delivered. I'm just waiting on more of everything. It's a lot of steel to bring up. I suppose I don't technically need to wait on the steel for the stuff on planet, since I know I'm going to have a ton of iron and whatnot, but maybe we'll let it go anyway. I'm trying to see, stack size is 20, but a rocket can take 100. So this is telling me that it would want me to bring a whole rocket's worth. I need 100 rocket fuel, and we don't have it. Which seems odd to me, because I know we're making rocket fuel like crazy, but maybe all these trains are slowing us down. I'm gonna get rid of the productivity bonuses on this rocket fuel production. That should speed us up significantly. I've got more than enough of the solid fuel being made. So these are going to require a total of 1. Actually, I'm going to come up slightly short on the production side of things. I could always get rid of one of these productivity modules on each side. Oh, that's not quite going to get me there. Get rid of one more. And one more, apparently. There we go. We're up to 1.0 and 1.0. Perfect ratio. I suppose because I'm sending all of these rockets up, we burned through our rocket fuel quite quickly here, is most likely what's going on. That makes sense. It'll probably end up being the last thing that gets sent up to the platform then. And we only needed, well, I need more than 20. Because it's 2 to 1. I need, technically I'm going to need 50 rocket fuel. Rocket capacity is 100. So maybe we just request 100 and call it a day. I've got all of these buildings now. Part of me wants to just send it back and let me start building with my infrastructure, and I can always come back to get the stuff for the rocket silo after the fact. I didn't look to see how much fuel I needed to get to Volcanus, though. I would hate to get stuck out here, unable to get back. This is set up. This should pull in if we've got more than 5. All right, that's looking better. And then the water ones just pull no matter what, right? Yep. Okay. I think we're good. Everything is looking great. I'm gonna wait for the 2 rockets that have started here. We're almost done hauling in the planet. Yellow means that there's actually a rocket in progress. There's blue circuits. It is nice to be able to have all of these things getting built automatically and just showing up here on our spaceship without any real meaningful interaction on our part. Alright, there's our blue science. Nothing else is currently being shipped. I think, well, it'd be a shame to leave when we have the other stuff here. Not enough to fill a rocket. Can I send materials up in a rocket on my own? Like, can I do this where I come in here, I find this material, I come in and I sell it to put 50 in? Oh, I can. And then if I come over here and tell it that I want to put like that. Kind of curious to see if it's gonna bring the parts over for me now. Maybe? Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Because I know I've got all of those parts. Right here, right? Oh no. I don't actually have a lot of those parts. Fascinating. Well, it might work, it might not. We don't know. And we can't figure it out until it catches up on production here. I would think that it would have delivered at least one of them by now for me, but probably not with how much other stuff is currently using the same materials here on us. Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to wait around then. We're going to let Novice have a chance to catch up. All of this stuff is going to let me start doing what I want on Volcanus, and we'll just send this back to get the rest of the rocket supplies at a later point in time. So I'm going to get rid of this temporary group. I am going to put pump jacks on my new planet starting list, though. Get rid of the temporary group. I think we're good. All right. Hopefully we had enough fuel for this. Output full. I feel like I could just speed these up now that we have a better power grid. They don't take that much power. Well, they take a bit of power. No problem. We made it with 100, 50, 20 to spare. Haha. Alright. Here we are. Let's get our stuff sent down. We're going to put this guy on pause. And we need offshore pumps, pump jacks, electric furnaces for starters. I don't know if we need a lot of the rest of this. The logistics robots probably. I've already got most of the rest of this down there, so let's let that go. And get our materials here. Pump jacks, furnaces, offshore pumps. Okay. This nonsense can go away. And we're ready to go. Let's see. What material was I trying to get to? Tungsten carbide, which requires sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid can be obtained over here. So we're going to go ahead and get one pump jack of sulfuric acid going. I'm going to run the power line right to it. And where am I going to put this? Right down here. Perfect. And then with that, I'm going to take these. Yeah, let's run the pipe first. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to just not worry a lot about where stuff is right at the moment. We're going to slap one down and just get it building so that I can get to the next resource, right? I don't know what I'm building until I get the recipes unlocked. So that's some of this and some of that. And now I have some of this. And I was expecting that to unlock something. Do I not have new resources here? I thought I was getting some new buildings. What research do I have that it needs to get unlocked here? None of this. The big mining drill would be nice. I need to craft a foundry. All right. Well, how do I craft a foundry? I was expecting that to be listed somewhere right in here. Foundry. Craft item tungsten carbide. I did. That's what we set this up for. Dun, dun, dun. Do I need to, like, put it in a chest? Like, does it have to be automatic? Missing materials for construction. Oh, yes, I know. You'll get there. I need carbon. How am I getting carbon when I'm not doing it this way? Coal and sulfuric acid. Well, I've got coal. So let's go ahead and craft some of this once. See what that does for me. Is this coal? This is coal. Did we not send ourselves electric mining drills? Oh my goodness, how did we ever survive here? Electric mining drills. That's a new requirement. All right, but in the meantime, can I just build these? These can't be that hard. Electronic circuits. I've got all the metal in the world if I need it. What's an electronic circuit gonna take me to build? Copper. All right. Well, this is why we sent ourselves a bunch of electric furnaces. So we're gonna just set these down and do one of these. Make some iron. We'll make some copper. And we'll go from there. Okay. Mining drills, go. We are at least solving our mistakes by adding the stuff to our new planet list in the future. And honestly, I don't need very many of these to be productive here. Just gonna put one down on each side of where this belt will go. No. Hang on. We don't want to be going through anything. We need to just clean up some of this trash for ourselves real quick. I'm gonna bring the belts over here. This is wasting a lot of belts though. And then we will get... Oh, what are we making? Carbon and a chemical plant. I actually think I have an extra chemical plant. I do. Let's send those down. Where are they at? I don't know. They're coming. Well, let's get the power situation going while we wait. Oofda. Perfect. All right, we've got coal and we've got chemical plants. Actually, this thing needs to scoot over one. I'm going to do a cut and paste just so it saves the recipe. I'll put that down there. Remember to put a pipe in front of it this time, and this is going to be for our carbon. Where did it go? That's the wrong building. Carbon. Not worried about making this too pretty right now. We're just trying to get everything hooked up properly. So with carbon being made, I can pull that out and bring it up to here. Perfect. Tungsten ore. Where are we coming by the tungsten ore? If I remember correctly, our help document says that we're gonna get that from somewhere. Left alt click. Gathered from the rocks. There's gotta be a better way to do it. Mined by big mining drill. There must be like ore deposits for it in different places. I'm gonna toss down a chest here though. We're just gonna stick it in there for the time being. I just don't know why I'm not getting the research here. Foundry. Craft tungsten carbide. Unlocked by big volcanic rock. Yeah, I got that one. Why am I not getting this one? Do I just need to not be researching something for a minute? Is that what's going on here? I'm going to be upset if that's the case. What happens if I do that? Nothing. Tungsten. I got this one. I want this one. Craft item tungsten carbide. So bizarre. I feel like I'm at a bit of an impasse if I can't unlock this. Oh wait, there's a second prerequisite. I'm not the smartest person. I need entity calcite, which means I have not explored enough. All right, my bad. Let's go walk around here a little bit and see if we can find the other resources. This is so nice having this mech suit so that we can just run over all these cliffs. I feel like I would be extremely frustrated if I was trying to do this the other way. All right, there we go. Now we've got foundries and calcite processing. Let's take a look here. Molten iron creates a pipe. Molten, I can make pipes straight up now. That's kind of neat, actually. Foundry is going to require lubricant. Interesting. And then I've got, oh, look at all these recipes. All right, coal liquefaction. I can make heavy oil out of coal and calcite and sulfuric acid. I can make steam out of water. Or no, steam makes water. Oh. What makes steam? Calcite and sulfuric acid. That's a very roundabout way to get water. All right. I can make stone and molten iron. Molten copper. I can do straight up. Okay. Wow, there's a lot of recipes here. Plates, steel. I can straight up make iron gears. Iron sticks. I can, wow, that's actually a lot easier to make some of this stuff. Low density structures out of plastics. Copper cables. Yeah, we're gonna need ourselves some foundries, folks. Foundry has got a lot of advanced resources though here. Refined concrete. The lubricant's the one I'm worried about. I guess if I can make heavy oil out of coal and calcite, we're gonna be okay. We're gonna need to figure out how to get this calcite back to the base though. So let's go ahead and just clear the rocks off of it. And I'm gonna need a whole bunch more of these electric miners. So let's head back up here to the base and pick up some iron plates and stuff. It's always fun hitting a new planet and figuring out how to make use of all of its new resources and mechanics. And I might as well dump some of that off. All right. We need a bunch of electric drills, so I'm going to get that started. And then we're going to start figuring out the rest of this stuff. Concrete is a big one. Refined concrete is going to require water. We can make water out of calcite and this stuff. Okay. How am I going to get this calcite back to the base with this crazy terrain like we've got? I'm gonna need a lot more belts, that's for sure. Okay, drills. I'm just gonna put a few of these down. Yeah, that's a problem. All right, does the Flying Dutchman, I think we brought back some more belts. Let's drop those down. And we're gonna need these undergrounds to make up the difference. I'm gonna go ahead and put down these miners that we've just finished making as well. No sense waiting on getting a substation going. Try and get this power run. I don't think I brought enough power poles. Oh, we might just make it. There we go. Okay. Let's go pick up the belts that we just dropped down and figure out what the heck we're gonna do to get these materials all the way over here. You know what? I brought drone ports. This is the least efficient way to bring materials halfway across the map, but you know what? Maybe we'll give it a try. Or at least we can do drone ports for stuff in the area up here. That's what I'm thinking. So we'll put one there. I'm gonna bring this to there. I'm gonna get rid of that one. Perfect. I'm gonna put some of our drones in there that we've got in our inventory, all the logistics and half of the construction. And let's see if I can find a path through this mess. Go this way? Yeah, this looks like the best way to go. All right. Here's hoping we've got enough belts. I know we don't, though. Yeah, I need to get somewhere right up there. All right. Well, we should have just done it this way in the first place, but I'm gonna cut these out. And we're going to replace them with some undergrounds. I don't think that was placed correctly. Oh, it was. I think that's going to make the most sense. And then... okay. That gets us calcite up here. And what we're trying to do with the calcite and sulfuric acid to make steam, and then steam to make water. And that's going to get me to the concrete materials that I need. Oh my goodness, it's like a bunch of steps to get there. Oh, and we needed that because we're trying to get to lubricant, which is heavy oil, which I need to build an oil refinery for. An oil refinery is something we could actually make if I had a little bit more steel. I put down another one of these right over here somewhere. I'll put that in to make us some steel, and then I'm gonna do another one to make us some bricks. Pick up all of these materials, drop off what little bit of ore I've got left. Boom, boom, boom. Oil refinery, what you got? You need 10 bricks and 10 steel plates. Not a problem. We're gonna make some of these up just to have in our inventory. While we're waiting on all these materials. Probably use another one of these for steel in the short term. Alright, I got lots of calcite in my inventory now. Let's see if we've got what we need for the oil refinery. We need 3 more steel. Okay, well, once I have an oil refinery, I'm going to need it hooked up to sulfuric acid and coal. So let's get the sulfuric acid brought over here. Do that. And I think right here should be a great place to set this up. go get my 2 pieces of steel that we're missing and build the refinery. I should probably, not while I'm thinking about it, add to our list of magical things that we need on a ship, refineries. No sense in not having them. And here we go. 1 oil refinery, which is going to do coal liquefaction. We will bring the coal in, and I'm going to need some calcite. So let's bring calcite up like so. And I should be able to grab that from across the belt like that. All right, now we're going to be making heavy oil, and that is where the tanks come in. So let's slap down a tank like so. We're making heavy oil, and then from heavy oil I can make lubricant if I had another chemical plant. Can I make chemical plants? I can, thank goodness. So I'm going to go ahead and just slap one of these down. And this is going to make a lubricant. So I've got oil, I've got lubricant. What am I making a lubricant for? The foundries. Okay, that's fine. We're going to be good to go here. I've got steel. I can make circuits. I need concrete next. So refined concrete requires concrete and some stuff. Concrete requires ore, bricks, and water. That's right. So for water, I need calcite and sulfuric acid. And I'm going to need another chemical plant. And I'm going to need 2 more chemical plants. Well, let's grab some more steel then. And we'll get that little production line set up. That's sulfuric acid, which I have right here. I'm going to set this up like so. Put that in. And this is going to take this to make steam. And then after I've got the 2K a second of steam, that seems excessive. What will this do? This takes 1K per second, so I'm gonna actually move this over to the side so that I can have 2 of them going at some point. I need to put down a substation here, although that one doesn't quite connect. I'll do it like that. We're making steam, we're making water, and then now that I've got water, I can make concrete in an assembler building. So let's slap one of these out, get our building going. This is making concrete, and then from the concrete I want to then make, nope, I need a space for an inserter. I want to make better concrete. If we just hook these up, this one's going to go into that one. This one needs bricks and ore. Alright, well, I've got bricks, and I can put a few more in here. Let's go get some more ore the old-fashioned way. I should put down some storage chests if I can make them. No, I don't have advanced circuits, or apparently the ability to make advanced circuits, because we don't have plastic. why am I not shipping chests to our starter bases? That is the next thing. So I always use, passive provider chests. I use storage chests, and we use requester chests. We're getting there, folks. Can I just collect these drones? I guess I didn't really want them trying to do it. I wanted my personal RoboPort to be doing all of this stuff. The dangers of having a half-baked, whatchamacallit, logistics network, I suppose. Okay. I think we're doing better here. This is all gonna be easier once we get some foundries built. So I'm gonna go ahead and set those up. This is feeding into there. I just need some steel and some iron sticks, and we'll start crafting refined concrete. All right, we're making excellent progress here. Oops, not what I wanted to do. All right. If only we'd brought chests. We brought RoboPorts and drones, and I can't actually use it because I don't have chests to set up a logistics network. But our heavy oil's going up. We've got... Oh, I needed a thing here so that we can make lubricant. I'm going to set that offset like that. Looks good. Okay. We're working on it. We need to get foundries going, and that's going to unlock our next drill. And then I think this was the other research I had, or that is the research I'm doing. Let's just queue up something useful in case we get done with it before we notice. That looks good. This looks good. Everything is peachy on our power for the time being, so I'm not going to bother putting anything else down. And all we need now is a lot of belts. I guess I could convert some of these down to tier 1 belts if we really wanted to, but that's all right. We've got enough for the time being. I need to be getting this stuff out into chests so that it'll keep producing for me. So let me just do that. And I think I just need the steel now. Because I have the refined concrete. I've got tungsten carbide being built. We'll get those going. I'm going to put down a building to build foundries. And let's just get this all seated in here real quick. I need the steel and the tungsten. All right. Got the steel bacon. We'll get, oh, we got plenty of tungsten now. So we'll put that in there. I just need steel, and we can get our foundries. I got 6. I need what, 15? 50. Okay, that might take a minute. Let's get some more of this stuff moving then in the meantime. we can mass mine some rocks. Awesome. I see these red areas on the map. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, that's where the demolishers live, the lava worms or whatever they are. I don't know about that. We're gonna stay to our little central zone for a little while here. And there. We've got all of our materials getting made. Get a little bit more of these iron plates so that we can keep both of these smelters going. And we just need 23 more of these steel beams. I can toss down another smelter. Not that I can really keep it that busy, but hopefully that'll speed things up just a little bit. Oops. Not mean to kill our solar panel there. And toss those in there. We should be almost there. 9 more to go. There it is. We've got it, folks. Our first foundry. And now we can make big mining drills. Wow. Huh. Those are only ever going to be able to be crafted here. We'll be making some of those and shipping them back at some point, I'm sure. They can mine harder. There's a 13 by 13 mining area instead of 5 by 5. Wow. That's actually really slick. Okay. Foundry. Let's just put it down and see what it's all about. I would like to use... Ooh, it has a 50% productivity bonus. I would like to use foundries to make the stuff that we need out of molten materials. I can make molten iron by pumping lava into it. That's going to make stone and molten iron. Alright, so what I need to do first is get a foundry. I need to get better foundry production up and running here. So I'm going to get rid of this for a minute. Let me see what this would look like if we did a foundry. Okay, I get 2 on the back. So I'm going to cut and paste it down to here. Alright. And now I need to get all of these materials being made and brought in there. So we're going to need electronic circuit production, which requires iron plates and copper cable. Yeah, I'm going to need like 1,000,000 foundries to do this, which is, I guess, the whole goal of this planet. So first things first, let's see if we can get another foundry going. Get that going. This going. Okay, that's in there. This is in there. I could probably bring this production over there for me to simplify things, but for now I'm just gonna move some of this stuff around by hand to get us started. I don't know how many of these I need to build one. Oh, it's 30. Okay. Well, there we go. So with that, let's go up here. I think is my easiest access to lava, probably. I gotta figure out how to get a pipe over this. Do pipes go up and down cliffs? They do. All right. That's good to know. Offshore pump. I bring a pump there. And then we bring an underground pipe. Down this way. I'm going to be able to then do a foundry. What are we trying to do resource-wise here? Molten iron? Seems... Nope, that's casting pipe. Where's... Oh, here it is. Molten iron from lava. Alright. I need to relocate this, though, to one stop to the side. Like so. Alright. And then I can power that with this. And now I'm... Oh, wait. I need calcite to do this. I suppose I can split my calcite. So if I do this, and then we grab some undergrounds. I'm just gonna bring this all the way up here. We'll worry about a good-looking, efficient factory setup here and a future time period once we actually know what we're doing. I feel like we've got so many new mechanics going on right now that trying to optimize for stuff right now would just be a waste of time. Low power. We have hit the limit of our power right now. I'm gonna need more of these. There is a nighttime cycle here apparently. So let me go to Novice and copy a full solar panel setup. I can't do blueprints, but I can copy and paste from the other side of the world. And then I'm gonna just bring this right over here and we'll have our very first, can I set it down right over here maybe? Not on top of the coal. Up here. It's in kind of an awkward spot to be honest, but we'll make it work. Oh no. We were not paying attention. These go like this. Okay, it's an improvement. Do I have the materials to build more of these? I do not. Red circuits are going to be a problem for me until I figure out how we're getting plastic out here. Coal and petroleum gas. I guess I need to just set up the cracking chemical plant here. Steel's a problem. All right. Well, let's see if I've got enough of this stuff to get at least one more foundry going. I'm going to need a bunch more electronic circuits. I'm out of all of this stuff. Okay. And a bunch more steel. So I need to do a little bit more manual mining here. That's all right. We can handle it. We're getting close. We're getting close, folks. Got so many different new materials here to work with. The production chain for getting into these foundries. If I'd been paying more attention, we would have brought more materials with us that we needed for this. Looks like we're about to have a whole bunch of molten iron, though. Gonna have more stone than I know what to do with. And I might as well bring that out in a pipe like so. I need one more foundry here. That going. I just need the steel. All right, this should do it. Let that cook for a second. Once I have the foundry, that should allow me to go from the lava to plates is probably the best starting point. I can make everything from plates, but eventually we'll just make what we need straight up. All right. Get the steel and get those foundries moving. Oh my goodness. We just need so much. So much steel. Gotta get to 50 if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna be short, so we're gonna just go do some more mining now. Speed things up. It sure beats the early days of Factorio where we were doing all this stuff by hand, right? Now the drones do 99% of the work for us. All right. That's 9 more steel beams. Get us over the hump. And we get 2 foundries due to productivity. Perfect. Okay. So let's put one of these foundries down next to this one. Oops, not what I want to make. I want to make iron plates. So I can just bring this pipe back around here. We're putting out 93 and this is using 25. So we can actually copy this over and have a couple of these going. And then I've got plenty of plates to make more steel beams, and we'll just be able to continue. Actually, so instead of doing plates on this one, I'm going to do steel on this one. All right, so now I got steel and plates getting made. I can stop doing stuff with ore directly for the iron now, I think. Yeah. All right. Looking good. What else do we got? I'm gonna need 3 of these now, though, to do the next thing, which is get the same thing going for copper. So let me make up a bunch more of these, and we'll get copper moving. How much of the molten lava am I pumping out with this thing? Probably enough to handle more than one setup, I'd have to imagine. And I have to do something about these stones, though. So let's drop that over here. And at least, for the time being, toss down a chest to hold stones, and then we'll figure out how to do a better job of getting rid of them here shortly. Can I at least make medium electrical poles? I think that's going to be the easiest short-term answer until we figure out our red circuit problem. That didn't connect to anything. There we go. All right, that's going to keep that going. And now we're good to go. All right. Put our steel in there, put our circuits in there. Get our foundry going. Everything's looking good. I need another foundry, though. Do I have a foundry? Thought I just built one. There it is. I'm going to get the other iron components going here, which is the rods, so I don't have to keep manually crafting things. And then this is going at 93, that's 25, that's 37, and that's, wow, 80. We're gonna need a more efficient setup here at some point, but that's okay. Let's get the rods in there. Let's get the stones. No. And I should really put the furnace for the stones right next to the thing that's using it, right? Right. Okay, I'm gonna just tear that down. And then over here, we might as well do a couple steel chests. I'm gonna have all my stone go here. And do I have enough belts to do this? Probably not. Let's build some belts. I'm gonna tear that down, and we're gonna have a basic belt of stone get brought down here. And instead of a chest, I'll have a belt. Should work out great. We might need more than one of these, though, at some point. Right now, though, this is plenty good. Put our refined concrete in here. We're gonna have to just rework all of this production eventually. I've got these chests that we made up, though, that should make our life easier in the short term. I haven't figured out where to get this tungsten ore just yet, but we've got plenty of it from our manual mining exercises. And I'm still handcrafting circuits until I can get my copper refining going. All right. Seems good. What do I need? Tungsten and steel. It's a little bit of everything. Looking good. Steel, circuits, tungsten, circuits. All right. 2 more foundries. Look at that. So, we're going to do this a little bit different this time. I'm going to put the foundry here, and this is going to be for making copper. And I want it to pull Nah, I didn't line it up quite where I wanted it. I'm gonna pull from this one. So we'll take that pipe out. And then hook it back up. Let's get some power brought up here. And this needs the calcite. So instead of having calcite on this side, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to move it over, and I'm just going to run it up the side like this. And then this can get brought over as well. Put one there. Get this going again as the molten lava. Run the pipe across like that. Excuse me. I'm rethinking the position of the stone here. I think we're gonna do the same thing we were doing, but with the calcite, but we'll move it over just a smidge here. So for example, if I bring this over like this, do I have more of the blue ones? I do. Let's use the blue ones for this part. Boom, boom. Like so. And then I can bring this down like that. I can bring what I need into the furnace, and then I can put anything else that I don't need into a steel chest. All right, this is our stone. We're out of blue belts though, so we gotta do it this way. Actually, I need to make sure I can pull calcite out. Oh no, that was completely the wrong thing to do. Okay, well, let's try this one more time. That's coming out. I need to move this over. Like so. All right. That way I can bring the calcite in, and I can bring the stone out. Like this. All right. I think we've got this sorted. Now I just need lava. So the lava is going to come in from the line like so. And then we've got lava. Yes, no, maybe. Helps if we turn this the right way. All right, lava going in, lava coming out. And a stone's getting dropped off. Calcite's coming in. And then I just need to do the same thing up here for my copper. So I'm going to do this maybe facing the other direction. I guess I could do them back to back like this, and then have, oops, this be for copper. I kind of like how that looks, and then this comes down the line for copper materials. We bring calcite in, and we bring stone out. Alright, that looks good. Now we're doing the molten copper. these should really be bringing stacks out. And then I need the foundries to build stuff from said copper. I'm gonna put it up on the top side here. What am I building from copper? I can build the copper plates, but what I really want to do is build this copper wire. So that's what we're going to start with, because copper wire is what I need for our circuits, which is what's going to unlock more stuff. Hang on. I just determined that I was picking up copper cable. Why am I having to build it? There we go. Life is getting easier now, folks. And that means we can come over here and drop all these materials off. We should be able to automate the delivery of this stuff here shortly. But in the shortest term, we'll get this going, and then I'll look at what it's going to take now. Can we build these boxes? I need red circuits. Red circuits need plastic. Plastic required that I build some chemical plants. So let's get the chemical plants cooking, because I think I'm going to have to do some of the resource fracking here to turn this heavy oil into the petroleum that I need. Apparently we caught something on fire there. Uh-oh. Okay. Thought I was taking damage or something. I think I was the fire hurting my drone. Oh, this requires water as well to do the fracking setups. That's fine. We should be making lots of water. I'm gonna make another one of these, just in case, because we have the steam for it. And I'm just gonna hook all the water lines together. Alright, that's step one. Now, we're making oil out of this stuff, but we're not making enough of it. Let's see if I can make another oil refinery. Easy peasy. Need that plastic there, folks. Gotta get to plastic. And this is not making very fast because I don't have enough drills making coal. So let's also get some of that queued up. We've got more than enough coal. We just need to make it. That won't fit on that side, but I could squeeze one in right over here. So I think we're going to do that. And then we will insert some pipes like so. More coal liquefaction. And like that. Alright, I think we're good to go on this front. Let me just hook these two together, and hopefully as we get more coal up and running here, that will make everything easier. That is in a really poor spot for us. use some better belts. Alright. We can actually get production for that going pretty soon here too, because we got so much lubricant. However, I think with the extra miners, we're staying ahead of these two. This is using 10, so I've now got a 10 surplus, and we can turn that into light oil with the assistance of some water. So let me get a chemical plant. Oh, do I not have any chemical plants built? I thought I did. Oh, I do. There it is. All right, let's get one of these going now. Water and heavy oil. So that's right there. And then I can actually pipe this one straight in. And then this is making heavy oil to light oil. And then we're gonna need to bring some more water in. So I'm gonna hook this straight up. We're just gonna make this as janky as possible right now. I can bring the water out to this side like so. And this should make light oil out of heavy oil. Oh, wait. There we go. I love that you can horizontally flip buildings now. So this needs twice as much heavy oil as I'm actually bringing in, but that's okay. I don't need this to be super efficient. I just need it to work. Start storing petroleum gas. And to make plastic, I need coal and petroleum in a chemical plant. Well, luckily, we've got some of both. So I can toss that down. We can run a belt of coal up. And I'll just pull it right into this thing, making plastics. Perfect. We're good to go. I've got plastics. I'm going to set down a chest and so I can make sure I'm getting a good amount of plastic. And plastic is what I needed to get advanced circuits. Advanced circuits is what I need to get to chests that I can get the drones doing all this spaghetti stuff that we're setting up, because what we don't want is a bunch of spaghetti. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, one of these, we should be good to go. Life on this planet is about to get super easy with the addition of logistics. Because what we can do, I think, is, depending on how I set this up, is put these in the middle. And I'll be able to put stuff in them from either side. Oh, not quite. This is not in the right spot, which means this one's going to go there. Or not. Hang on. We're messing everything up. If that goes there, and that goes there, I've got materials coming in from either side. Perfect. And I can just do the same thing all the way down the line here. And then we will just need to put in a roboport, which is going to be in a kind of an awkward location. We don't have a good layout here. All of this is going to get updated. We'll just slap one down. 3 more foundries. Excellent. Everything is coming together quickly here. I'm going to put down 1 more foundry here for our copper plates. right? I think I've got all of the iron materials. Oh, I don't have gears being made yet. That's okay. For molten iron, I could make the regular concrete at least if I wanted to. And from both, with a little bit of plastic, we can do low density structures. Yeah, this is going to be easy peasy once we get up and running here. I'm going to go ahead though and get a few more of these chests out. And that way we can start requesting stuff from the logistical network. And I need one of these. Alright. I think we're golden. We are off to the races now, folks, with all of these materials. No concerns anywhere there. Get all of that backlogged. And this is just backing up because it needs the iron rods, which I think we're going to completely bypass that. Actually, I don't know. We need to get rid of these rocks somehow. So if I was making concrete straight up, I wouldn't have anything to sink all of these rocks. I guess I could just throw the rocks back into the lava somewhere eventually. Let's get that going though. And we need a bunch more of these accumulators, but I can't make accumulators until we can make batteries. Oh, batteries are actually super easy. So we have sulfuric acid. Let's get rid of all of these. Don't need those anymore. And I'm gonna put down a provider chest for this stuff. Actually, this isn't making anything anymore. So instead of that, let's have this make the batteries. Where's batteries? Oh, wrong building. I'm gonna just tear all of this down real quick. It's not doing what we needed anymore. And when we do need that, I'm gonna set it up somewhere else, and this is gonna let me grab all these belts back. Oops. Let's go like that. That. Alright, we're good. I need batteries, which is a chemical plant. And I can put this right over here. Batteries. Sulfuric acid. I'm not sure why I'm putting it over there. Sulfuric acid's over here. I can hook right into it here. Battery. Add a plug. Add a power. Grab a requester chest. And request both types of plates. Perfect. And fill it up. And send them right back out into a passive provider. Okay. All good. At some point, I'm going to need to probably have more sulfuric acid, but I think we're doing okay right now. Let's go look real quick. How much is this putting out? 28 per second? No. It's mining at 48.8 per second. And I'm using 5, 10, 15, Well, that's using 200, but we're not using up the steam nearly that fast right now. Okay. We're in an okay spot. This needs to be a provider chest for plastics, though. Getting everything switched over to our drone network now that we have one. Looks good. And now I can start making accumulators. Am I requesting batteries? I am. Okay. Where are my solar panels? Did I placed all the solar panels I brought with me? Apparently I did. Well, while that's going, what's this going to take? I need plastics to do advanced circuits. Advanced circuits. Okay. We'll let those circuits build, and just taking a look here at everything else we're making. This is looking good. The only danger with putting these into combined chests is if one resource takes over the other one, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. We're not being particularly efficient with any of our designs just yet, but that's okay. We're just trying to get ourselves up and off the ground. Make some of those, and then we just need to make a bunch of accumulators so that we can get the power grid up and operational. I think that's our most critical thing to work on here. These red circuits, we need to be bringing these electromagnetic plants with us to produce circuits on planets. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to my requested queue here. And these are in a rocket capacity of 5, so maybe we'll just bring 5 with. I feel like I could send this guy back to get some more materials at this point. Maybe we'll do that. Alright, we'll do that. Everything else is looking good down here, though. I need so many solar panels, though. I feel like I don't have 50 placed right now is the thing. Actually, we probably do. Alright. This thing requesting solar panels? No. So let's ask for some solar panels. Actually, do we have enough of the good solar panels to request tier 2 solar panels? We do. We should be doing that on the Flying Dutchman. So let's get rid of these, and I can request uncommon solar panels times 50. We do not, however, have enough of the blue ones to send up a rocket's worth to get what we need built up there. Did this thing ever get filled? It did. Let's grab tier 3s. Yeah, I can't do it the same way here that I put these in there. I think I'm actually going to just dump these out. That was a half-hearted attempt to try and get materials brought up to the rocket, but I think we're actually going to be good to go now. These are only, it's saying import from. I want to bring these from Novice. I forgot you can, it defaults to the planet of origin for many of these material types when you're trying to get them brought up via logistics. Oofta. All right. Well, with that out of the way, we're going to be waiting on these rockets to do their thing for a while. We'll get this third rocket automated as well. This is all looking good. We got lots of the materials from Fulgora stacked up now. Do we have any good research from Fulgora that we should be queuing up next? Probably just keep working on worker robot speed in the background. I like it. Okay. Well, while we wait for that rocket to fill up with more materials, we can go slap down the rest of these substations that we need. I think we're requesting accumulators as well. We are bringing back some accumulators. That should be good for us. I've got a lot of generic solar panels. I should have just shipped those down when we were back there, but that's okay. I really care about these rocket parts, not so much anything else. Solar panels, I guess. Looking good. Our accumulator charge seems so much better now, but I think the night-day cycle is a lot farther apart than on the other planets. We'll see how this goes. I just need, what, 2 more of these? Or not accumulators, the, what are they even called? Substations. I think I'm good on substations. So, yeah. I think we've got a good start here on Volcanus. It's been a lot of figuring out the new mechanics, but they really weren't that complicated. We've got all of our molten lava stuff done, at least. How am I going to unlock the artillery? Artillery requires that I get to the new science type, and the new science type requires that I get to tungsten steel. And to get to tungsten steel, I need to make some big mining drills first. So let's figure that out. If I want to make big mining drills, I need molten iron. So it makes sense to toss that down on this side. And we will do it like so. I'm going to need electrical engines, which I'm not currently building here. I definitely can set up that production though, because we do have the lubricant. So many parts, but I can make all of these parts in a foundry now, including the iron gears, which we're not making yet. Let's set one of those up. Iron gears. All right. We'll toss one of these down. Nope. Did I not get it connected? There we go. I need some more of these passive provider chests. I'll build 2. We need a bunch more iron. Why are we not getting iron? Because of our stone problem here. So I'm gonna take this and we're gonna do one of these deals where we can at least fill up both sides of this belt. This is all filled up now. This is all filled up. And this is waiting on steel. So I need a steel and iron sticks here. So let's get a requester chest going. This is gonna be for steel and iron sticks. That should keep it going. At some point, I'm gonna run out of iron ore here. And that's when I'll have to switch over to just straight up making concrete through the recipe here. Okay, well, we'll let it keep going. In the meantime, though, I've got tons of this reinforced iron concrete. We're gonna get that set up, and I just need some green circuits. Alright, all that's going. This is going. Yeah, the tungsten is going to be a problem. We're going to have to go out and find some more of this tungsten out and about in the world. We don't have a deposit of that lined up yet anywhere. So I'm going to let that go. We're gonna go out and do a little bit of a recon. Those poor drones were trying to send me some materials and I ignored them. The only way, maybe I won't even, maybe the tungsten comes when, no matter where I'm mining, like maybe it comes up when I'm mining something else with that drill. I don't know. I don't know, but I do know that I want to get my map uncovered, at least in the area that's deemed safe from worms. Looks like my storage is filled up. Ooh, I wonder if I can... 30,000 health. I wonder how, like, deadly this thing is. He is completely resistant to lasers. Not even phasing him. Good to know. I'm not going to be able to just run it in laser him like I've done in the past. Alright, I've got to be missing something on how to get tungsten. Like, I know I can get some of it by mining out of these rocks, but there's got to be a way to actually get the tungsten ore. So I am not seeing it anywhere in this area. Alright. Well, let's focus on getting one of these big drills unlocked first. I should have enough tungsten to do that. Maybe. Big drill, I need 20. Let's save some. Oh, I don't even have enough to do it. Alright, well, let's save some out of this. We're gonna slap down the building real quick again, just to make some. Tungsten, tungsten. Do that, do that. Mine some rocks the old-fashioned way. There we go. We did one more, of course we did. Alright. Oops, there we go. So that's going to get us one of these. And we should have the Flying Dutchman all filled up on this stuff by now, maybe. We've got the electric engines. I'm going to actually request... How many of these go on a rocket? 400. So I should have 100, 200. Yeah, I've got extras. Okay. I think we're good to go. We don't have any of the rest of the stuff being built. Let's send this guy back to Volcanus. Get one of these big drills built and see what happens. Larger drill can mine harder ores. But we haven't found any harder ores. Lots of sulfur. Maybe I just need to do more exploration. I'm going to go ahead and get a radar dish built though, so we can start uncovering some of the map at least. So I have a feeling we're going to have to brave the worm areas to get this sorted out eventually here. I'm going to need a bunch of electric mining drills. So we'll build up some of those. I'm going to need some red circuits built. I don't even know, I'm just mass producing stuff. I need 10 red circuits, so let's not overbuild because that stuff's super slow. I need only 1 electric drill and 10 electric engine units. Oh my goodness, I'm so done with being sick, folks. Oh my goodness. All right. Here we go. Electric engine units are on the way. So let's drop... I didn't even need to bring the steel. Let's drop some of those down. Let's drop all of this stuff down. We're going to drop these down. I don't feel like I need most of the rest of this. Maybe the concrete. As long as we're here. Alright. Looks good. Solar panels. Can I upgrade? I want to do an upgrade planner. Nope, those aren't technically upgrades. All right. We'll do it this way. Good deal. Let's get the rest of these tossed out, or as many of them as I can at least. Alright, that's gonna help out a lot with our power situation. And then down here we need circuits and motors. I need molten iron, which I'm not getting because my stone is backed up. Alright, well let's go get our stone cleared out a little bit. Unclaimed items waiting in drop pods. Nope, we can't forget about this stuff. It's all super useful. And there we go. Now we've got stones cleared out a bit. We did run out of iron ore. We got a little bit more of that. And this is finally running. Okay. Look at that. Here we go. one big mining drill, and that unlocked tungsten steel. Tungsten steel uses tungsten ore and molten iron to do foundries. Let's go toss down our big drill over here, just out of curiosity. I'm kind of want to see how this is going to work. This is a complete waste of resources. There we go. Can I build the rocket? No, I need the steel. That's okay. I can get steel. We got lots of steel. Kind of surprised more steel didn't get dropped down here. What am I missing? Did I forget to drop steel down? I did. There we go. We're going to get our rocket built before we forget about it and use all those resources we just shipped over to ourselves so that we can, if we want to, get off of this planet and go deal with other things. We need 1,000 steel, I think, to deal with this. We're also going to be able to get our green circuit production running here with the electromagnetic plants. So I'm going to just slap one of those down like right here, and we'll get that up and running. Green circuits, I'm going to get down a requester chest. That's going to be requesting the iron plates and the copper cables we need, right? And then this is going to be making red circuits, which needs the same copper cables. So maybe what I'll do is, instead of putting it there, I'll put it across. And the same copper cables, and we need green circuits. This is going to be making red circuits. And then I can also request plastic out of this same chest, save ourselves some logistics headaches. And I'm making 0.66 and 6, so I can put a passive chest here to collect the output of both of these. Of course, I need some power. Alright, that's all good to go. We're going to upgrade our loading capacities. Perfect. All right, now we've got all the circuits we need to do all the things that we need. What else do we require? I'm going to take this whole setup down so that I can move it into our other grid that we've got set up here. Solar panels for everyone. All right, that looks good. Let's get accumulators. Not yet. I suppose I could make a few more of those now that I've got the supplies. And we had regular solar panels up on the Flying Dutchman. We're going to drop those down and let the logistics bots just put regular ones down for everything All right, I think we're a golden here. So I need to find me some tungsten. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm going to come over here. We're going to pick this big drill back up. This was a fun test, but not really the best use of that drill. And it looks like I'm going to need to exit the safe zone and go searching for tungsten. Just making sure we're not short on anything else. I'm going to get these solar panels, though. And I wanted to put down my storage chest so that I can get rid of some of the junk in my inventory. Well, that's right. We were going to build the rocket silo before I forget. Get that queued up now. All right. Rocket silo queued. Solar panels placed. Time to find some tungsten. What's that? Tungsten ore? You don't say. So yeah, we just didn't have any in our starting area. They're forcing us to deal with this nasty, nasty terrain, apparently. Which means I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with worms. And this can only be mined by the big mining drill. Of course, belting it back is nigh on impossible. I think we're gonna end up putting down some drones to get across all the lava to make my life easy. I guess I could do a train. It's kind of an awkward space that this ore is in. There's not really enough room for a train station. I could maybe get a small train like right here, but I suppose it's gonna have to go up in the air to get over all this lava. That's a pain. Let me just see if there's another tungsten deposit somewhere else. And I have to figure out how to kill a worm too. I think I'm gonna need the tungsten in order to do it, though. I think that might be the next stream we do. It won't be for a couple of days, though. I've got a project that I'm going to be doing for the next few days. It's going to take me out of the house, so we'll have to probably circle back up on trying to get a little bit further here in Factorio towards the end of the week, maybe early next week before I get back to things. I've been having a lot of fun with this game, but it's very time consuming. So I think the focus of our next stream, though, is going to be slaying our first worm. I'm not sure how we're going to do it. I was hoping to catch up with that worm. I just saw one on the mini-map over here. I wanted to look at the resistances again, but it went underground. Because we're not going to be able to kill it with the lasers we've got now, so I kind of need to think of a new build on my suit here to help us out with that. I don't even know if there is another damage dealing option within the armor. But I'm not finding another easy nearby tungsten deposit. I was hoping to see one kind of over in this area so we didn't have to deal with all that lava. But not so much. I'm just gonna kind of finish the circle here, get a little bit of this area uncovered before we head back over to the base. Oh, there's a worm. Let's go see. All right. Explosion is 99%. Physical is 5/50. Poison damage is 50%. Everything else is 100% resistant. Okay, so that means I'm gonna need a ton of regular damaging weapons. Uranium rounds would actually probably not be too bad either. So that's 24 plus 24 physical. Yeah, uranium rounds was where it's at. Can I ship uranium-238 out here? I can make the normal rounds, but man, that would really go a long way. Let's see how much can I put in a stack. Uranium-238 is... rocket capacity is 20. Wow. And how much ammo is that gonna make? Not much. And these bombs do all explosive damage. Does a lot of explosive damage. But I think it was 99% resistant to explosive damage. This is gonna make 1 round per, so I can make like 20. Oof. Not good. Alright. Atomic bombs seems like the way to go, but I can't put an atomic bomb on a rocket. And I'd need 100 uranium to make it. How about uranium cannon shells? I could do 25 of those. That is a lot of damage. What, the cannon shells are for rockets. Or for, tanks. I really want to have to deal with tanks. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to try and bring some uranium up. We'll do this. 100, that's 5 rockets worth to get uranium up here. All right, well, let's go back to the base. Let me get a rocket going. How you doing, Johnny? Yeah, I was off for a bit. I was really sick for a week or so there. I could barely talk. I was coughing nonstop. We're still getting over it. Unfortunately, my return to streaming in the afternoons is going to be interrupted a little bit this week. I've got a project I got to go do, help some friends out with some stuff that I happen to be pretty good at. And they are in a tight spot, so we're going to take a couple of days off and go help some friends out. But in the meantime, we're trying. I'm going to run out of time here because I got to duck out a few minutes early, but I'm trying to get everything going so that when we do return, I have what I need. I built the rocket, but I want to have what I need to get off of the planet so I can go back to the other areas and bring some stuff back with me. There it is. I'm like blind trying to find this thing. All right, here we are. 1 genuine rocket. We're gonna put some blue circuits in there. I'm gonna put some low density structures in there. And I'm gonna put some rocket fuel in here. All right. We're getting closer to having everything under control. I only need 20 more of these. Man, I don't know about this tungsten. I want to just go up there and start mining it with this one big mining drill that I have. But I feel like that's such a recipe for disaster. Power. I'm going to need to get power out there too. Let's build some more big electric poles. Yeah, try to kick something off in the background because you don't think you need to build anything for a while, and then you realize you do. All right. I need steel. Can I get... No, I don't have any steel. What's using steel? So I should have been making some. Something's got to be actually using it. Oh, here we go. I'm going to grab this steel. If I'm going to go out there and do this, I kind of want to have some more. S'more. We might mine some rocks here real quick if this isn't going to be enough. Okay, mine the rocks, get the materials. Grab a few more rocks over here. All right. That should be enough. Not that I actually know that, I'm just hoping. There's my other box. I wanted to get rid of these ores. Oh, and this is why none of our machines are working. We're full on stone again. I need to figure out how to just get rid of this stone. So let me make this a passive provider chest. And then we're gonna be setting up a stone removal facility somewhere over here. Our rocket is good to go as well. Okay. I think we've procrastinated enough. Let's go into the danger zone and see how long it takes for these worms to get aggravated by us. Almost there. This is one of those things where I don't really need this to work amazingly. I just need one of these to work good enough that I can get some materials out of it. Oops. Not where that chest should have gone. Right there. All right. This thing is going now. And we're getting 0.85 per second. Not exactly speedy, but it should be enough that I can get enough tungsten to build a bunch more of these and kind of go back and forth and deal with all the things. You know what? I don't know why I put the smaller of my two chests down. We should upgrade that to the biggest one so that when I come back, if we're gone for a while, we've got the highest chance of success. And look, this worm's already over here. He's gonna come through and just wreck my stuff. How rude. Get off my lawn. Disturb a demolisher by building on its territory. Oh, I've actually aggroed it. I didn't just... he didn't just happen to come by, apparently. Yeah, there goes the power. Okay. Well, let me run up there and grab this stuff. I don't mind losing a couple power poles, but I can't afford to lose the big miner. Oh, I'm not going to get there in time. Oh yeah, he just completely wrecked my stuff. Okay. Well then. I am trying to take down the things that shouldn't be here. I think that one's on his territory too. All right, well now we know. Do not build on bad guy territory. He will come for you. I'm not sure then. I guess we've got enough to build some things. I'm gonna need to get ammo up and running. That's our next goal. Cool. We'll get one more of these passive provider chests built. Oh my gosh. Get rid of those. Okay. Passive provider chest for this stuff. And ammo. So iron plates and then copper plates and steel plates. one up there. One over there. We're gonna get a couple of these chests here. So I said I need iron plates for the ammo. This is making regular ammo, and then I'm gonna need copper plates and steel here. Copper plates, steel. And we'll bring the ammo from there. And then we need passive provider chests. This is making this. And then I want to make uranium ammo after that. Hopefully at 48 damage a round. I need to do what, 300,000 damage? It's gonna take forever. 25 per second. All right, let's do that math. 25 per second and 48 damage a round. 25 times 48, that's 1,200 damage per second. That's actually not bad. 250, it'd take me like 4 minutes to destroy it. Oh my goodness. All right, well, we'll do it anyway. I need a provider chest. Yeah, we're gonna do a provider chest just so I can start stockpiling ammo. There we go. All right, we're good to go. That means, though, that I should probably be doing physical projectile damage over laser damage right now. So I'm gonna reprioritize that stuff because we're gonna have to kill a lot of worms, I suspect. Let's just go up here and test our theory. I'm kind of curious to see how much damage we do to a worm with straight up piercing rounds. It should be like negligible amounts of damage. Oh, he just went underground. All right. Never mind. Okie dokie. Well, we have had quite the adventure today, folks. I am super excited at the idea of getting some uranium back here. So I'm going to send this guy back to Novice. And at Novice, I just want to double check. Do we have this stuff in a chest? We do. These are passive provider chests. All of my stuff is all filled up right now, actually. So this will be another good sink for some of the stuff. We never got nuclear up and running here, but we will eventually. And I'm just gonna transport nuclear material to Volcanus and call it a day. I think this is going to be my best bet. 20, that's 5 rockets worth to get up here. I'm going to make this 200. It's 10 rockets worth of uranium. Should work out for us. And while that's going, I needed 15 more of those. Looking good. I really need to start making quality accumulators as well. And if I come look at the Valkyrie, this has been doing good. It's moving materials back and forth from Fulgora. We are making research a lot faster over here. We're all backed up for some reason, though. It looks like red circuits have killed our production lines. That's quite unfortunate. I thought I was even using red circuits for a bunch of stuff at one point. Oh, over here, but now this is all backed up because we're no longer making any of the tier 1 stuff. That's what's going on. But we have a lot of it. Why are we not? Oh, that's these. Okay, so if I switch this to making normal tier 2, we should get normal tier 2s over here to use up. Alright, problem solved. And then this, I'm going to switch back to making normal tier 1s to use up some of those red circuits. So normal tier 1s, and that'll use up red circuits, and eventually this backlog will clear itself out, and we'll be good to go. Can I just force these into storage in the meantime? Looks like I can. Should have plenty of storage left in some of these. Yep. Alright, I think I'm good. This is all cleaned up. Novice is loading all the different things. Hang on. Why are we loading all that stuff? Because I didn't turn off the build rockets requests. Alright, we'll turn that off. We can turn off the new planet request as well, because what I'm here for is uranium. Alright, better. Get our accumulators all placed. I think that's the last of the accumulators we were missing. We just need 36 solar panels. As long as we're here, I can manually request another stack of those because I have them in bulk. We're bringing up the uranium. Yeah, this is looking good. All right. Refueling. Yeah, we burned a lot of fuel on sending concrete up that we don't need. It happens. I'm gonna empty out some of this into general storage just because we really want to get our uranium processing. I need to get more and more of this. We've got such a small amount of this uranium-235 that I'd never be able to get a nuclear factory up and running right now. Nuclear power plant. Alright, these are all good to go. We're about to launch 3 more rockets with uranium, hopefully. I guess one of these might end up with solar panels. I guess the drones will have an easier time bringing it out of storage, too. That one's getting the solar panels. These 2 are getting uranium. Alright. Well, with that underway, that's just going to be a lot of waiting, so that we're going to have to wait for the fuel to rebuild. I'm going to come up here. I see a worm on the map. I want to see if I can... Oh, he just got away from us. I want to catch one of these and see what kind of damage I can do with a rifle. I don't expect it to be a lot, but I was hoping to test it out. These fire at a rate of 25 per second as well. Curious what kind of damage the Tesla stuff does. These are regular damage? Physical damage. I could do a bunch of defender capsules. Destroyers are electric damage. Teslas are electric damage. What, have I run into the worm in here anywhere yet? I don't see one. I just want to search in here. These are all for items. There's not like a help thing for the monsters and stuff. It's like, even though I've seen one, gotta wait for them to pop up. There's one way over there. I'll never get over there in time, though. Alright, well, we'll just let it go. I was curious if they're immune to electric damage at all. Lasers and electric damage are different. Well, folks, I think this is where I'm going to leave off for today. We have got the Flying Dutchman getting uranium uploaded here. It's waiting on rockets. We're waiting on that uranium to make better ammunition to go take out a worm so that we can get tungsten and get this science stuff up and running on this planet. And yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a whole lot else for us to do until we can get all that stuff going. So rather than sit and wait around today while we're building all this stuff and waiting for it to go, I'll do a little bit of that putzing around off camera. And next time we stream, we'll try and kill a worm. Hopefully you've enjoyed the Factorio. I've enjoyed this game immensely. I can't wait to continue to progress on this new planet, and there's a couple more planets at least out there that we haven't checked out, so we'll be continuing to stream off and on here as time passes. Like I said, though, for the next few days, I'm going to be away doing some stuff, but hopefully we'll get back to some streams here end of the week or early next week. If you enjoyed the episode, hit that thumbs up button. It helps me out a lot. That's all for today. Kedrick out.